Yes, Pooh may be too smart for strangers, but I guess I'm not smart enough to avoid this project. Nah, but seriously though, it's actually very interesting to talk about Too Smart for Strangers, considering that it is the most infamous product to have ever come out of the Disney Winnie the Pooh brand. Which, by the way, people, yes, this is something that was officially created by the Walt Disney Company in order to expand the Winnie the Pooh franchise. When it comes to my personal experience with Too Smart for Strangers, I have never seen the full thing myself. This is going to be my first time, and the closest thing that I have ever seen to Too Smart for Strangers in general, there are only two things. One is actually from the Brad Jones review, which I haven't seen in a long time, but I do remember it was actually a really, really good one, and probably one of my favorites coming from Brad Jones and the Cinema Snob and all that stuff. And the second thing that I remember from it is actually the YouTube poops, and when they are done well, they can be extremely hilarious.
Piglet! I want to touch you. Rabbit shouldn't have sex with Tigger.
Oh boy, let me tell you guys, I actually really do love YouTube poops. In fact, that's actually kind of the reason why I have this, yeah, I just want to make sure I pointed correctly, that I have this production cell right behind me. So, with all that said and done, let's go ahead and jump right to it. Let's finally go ahead and watch Too Smart for Strangers in its full. Let's go ahead and watch Too Smart for Strangers in 3, 2, 1, go. Made for video. Wow. They're really making such a big thing about it. What? Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. Yep, there's Pooh. Oh dear. Oh my, look at... So are we getting all these costumes? Oh, and it comes to life. Oh dear. I don't know if I'm excited to see the other characters with their faces moving like this.
My name is Winnie the Pooh. Be too smart for strangers like me, Winnie the Pooh.
Wait, are you saying that you're a stranger? Are you comparing yourself to a stranger? Well, technically, I mean, this version of Winnie the Pooh is certainly a stranger to me.
And some strangers, the bad ones, want to hurt kids, and bears, and even piglets.
No! Well, how can you tell which is good?
I want to see the person who would want to actually go and hurt kids, piglets, and bears. And I know that Winnie the Pooh is like making a little comparison like with this right here, but I want to see a stranger actually go out of his way to go hurt kids and simultaneously go and hurt real bears. That would be quite fascinating to watch.
Well, I may forget a lot of things, but I never forget 3 things we must all know to help ourselves.
Oh god, I just noticed. Oh god, I just noticed the whites on Winnie the Pooh's eyes. I mean, like, we're all really focused on, like, we all remember Winnie the Pooh, like, the Disney Winnie the Pooh is that, like, he only has, like, dots for eyes. Like, having whites for eyes on Pooh is just... It's kind of weird. It's not a good look. I mean, sure, it may have worked better for, like, Bianca and Bernard from The Rescuers, but this... Ugh. That really does make Pooh look like a stranger. Just want to know, do they ever say something about, like, the grown-up friend who might actually be, like, a bad stranger, in a sense? Because bad things can also happen, to people when they're around grown-up friends. Like, do they ever mention that, or is it just purely on strangers? I just want to know.
Our friend Tigger likes to go a lot of different places.
Hi, little Pallaroo.
Hi, Big Pallarino.
My buddy and I
Oh
go
my
all kinds
God,
of
this
places
is Rue?
because it's more fun to go places with a friend, and it's good and safe too. You know, Rue,
That just looks like a sad little person. Like, I can imagine Rue, like, the person inside that mask is actually just this, like, small little person, like, with a cracked up voice. It's like, alright, I'm taking a break now. I'm gonna go out for a smoke. It would actually be even more hilarious if he doesn't even take off, like, any of his mask or anything like that. Just walks out, like, as this. Just going out. Like, okay, screw you guys. I don't care about too much for strangers crap. I just gotta go and smoke.
Those places.
Well, well, aren't you pretty little girls? What are your names?
Okie dokie.
I wouldn't tell him my name.
Well, first of all, like, who is that guy? And, like, why did he just randomly walked in to just say, like, oh, well, what are your names? What pretty little girls?
Now, you must have names. Do you live around here?
Don't ever worry about being polite to a stranger. That's very important. And always keep at least an arm's
Yeah,
distance from a
this isn't
stranger.
really being
Don't
too
put
smart
your
for
arm out.
strangers. This seems more like promoting paranoia.
What is
Like,
it?
I understand the point that they're trying to do, but still, it's like,
And bite.
this is-
Fight with all your might and try to get away.
yeah, this is full-on freaking paranoia, seriously.
Always tell
It's like suddenly, like, they'll bump, like,
Mom or Dad.
like suddenly there's this guy who'll bump into a kid who just saw this, and the kid will go absolutely insane, screaming, no!
That you trust.
Okay, Tigger. It's always safer to go with a friend.
Yep, and a lot more fun too.
My, I certainly
What they
learned a
didn't
lot
tell
from
you
Tigger.
is that apparently, an hour ago, Tigger was considered a stranger to Rue, but somehow Tigger gained Rue's trust.
Let's check.
Okay, Pooh.
Oh, that's not a stranger. That's Eeyore. How do you?
Oh my God.
Thanks for noticing me. I hope I'm not
Oh
interrupted.
my God.
This is important.
What
I can
the
help you.
fridge?
Tell me, what do you do?
They literally made Eeyore
I can't
into like one of those party
no one ever
costumes, like
notices me.
when people dress up as a horse.
Strangers.
Oh, come on, Eeyore.
Oh
What if someone
God.
does notice you and asks you to go with them?
Well,
I'd probably be quite frightened if I meet that Eeyore.
I'm gonna.
Like, yeesh.
No, sorry, I can't do that.
Finally! We got a kid that's okay! Like, he's not freaking screaming going like, no!
Tell his mom and dad too.
Timmy would.
Well, at least that kid has freaking common
What about other
sense.
kinds of tricks? But they don't know that man in the car.
Hey, kid.
Hey, kids! You want to go and help me make Ren and
Thought they'd
Stimpy?
give some money. All they have to do is come over to the car and
Wait,
get it.
what? Wow, wait, get some money, and all you have to do is just go in the car and get it.
I'd say
What kind of, what kind of trick is that? Yeah, that is a bad trick, but that's bad in the way that it
But let's
sucks.
go back and see what Gina and Jeff do.
don't take anything from a stranger. Not candy, money, puppies, kittens, toys, or even thistles.
That's the spirit, Eeyore.
Thistles.
Don't be fooled by tricks.
What do you mean
Don't
thistles?
follow a phony story.
Has it ever happened that like a stranger would try to offer kids thistles?
Good or bad,
I would like to see that happen.
so you may as well be.
Is it for the same guy that's like, hey kid, come here. I got thistles in the car. Some great fancy thistles, man. That's what the kids are now. That's what the kids are into nowadays, right? They're into thistles. Go ahead, come on, take some. All you have to do is come into the car and take it. That's it.
So what do you say?
Don't go!
If I heard you correctly, you said don't go. Let's see what Holly does.
If you heard them correctly, what, were you doubting yourself, Tigger? You were literally like right next to them.
Woohoo! Hooray for Holly!
Hip, hip, hooray!
Now, all of you kids out there, what would you have done?
I'd call my mom. and ask her about it.
You know, I just realized something weird and something very unnatural.
Well done to go with
I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but this is the first time that I see something where Eeyore actually goes hip hip hooray.
Don't go.
Like, they're not even following their own characters. Like, this is not even Rabbit, actually. Like, Rabbit is not acting like Rabbit. He's trying to be like some kind of magician.
It's a smart
And Eeyore is way too freaking cheerful.
Speaking of going, it's time for
Man, these definitely are strangers. This ain't freaking Winnie the Pooh at all.
Do that.
What do you do when you're home? All by yourself? Do you know?
Oh, I hope so.
Well, our good friend Owl...
Well, if you hear someone in your house, then all you have to do is just watch this videotape of Home Alone, and the rest will follow.
What? How do you... Home Alone. Yes.
Yes, exactly! Owl knows what I'm talking about! Yeah, exactly, just watch Home Alone!
For strangers, Ryan made two mistakes, didn't he? He
No.
shouldn't have told the stranger his name.
Okay, yeah.
He shouldn't have said he was home alone. But even though...
What do you mean?
Ryan
Whoa,
made
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
he
minute.
still can help
Like,
himself.
It's still fine that, like, just to say, like, oh, no, the mom is not home, you know?
After Ryan hung up,
Yeah, just say that, no, the person is not here at the moment, that's it, and they'll hang up, and that's pretty much how normal people interact. Like, you don't have to make a freaky situation with the phone.
Ryan helped himself after all. Or you see someone who shouldn't be around, use the telephone. Be sure those numbers can be found.
Actually, nowadays, that is a bit of a different case, because many people who use their phones, when they see someone that they don't know and stuff like that, they often get in trouble. If you don't believe me, you could go on the internet and find plenty of great examples of, people doing that, and it really went terribly for them, just saying.
When you're home alone. I'd call my father first. After all, my motto is, never let a stranger in the house.
That's your motto?
But what if
Is that like your full-on motto down to the point you have to have that written in the front of your door? Or like have that literally hanged up in your wall? That is your full-on motto?
I'd offer to call the police for him. Then I'd hurry as fast as I could, go inside and lock the door.
You know, at that point, the stranger could just grab that little girl and run.
She's calling her name.
You know, that's also another thing.
Sarah remembered that she
I don't, you know, the funny thing is that
any stranger
it's just
knows
going, like,
alone.
this is only aiming for sly strangers. They're not going for the strangers that are, like, immediately direct and just go, like, yoink and just leave.
That's right.
Just saying.
Ask who's there. Well, that was certainly interesting.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe this whole thing in general. That was certainly interesting.
I think we should tell our friends that danger doesn't always come from strangers. It can be from someone you know.
Oh, so it does address that.
Well, you're
Okay.
right. People you see every day might want to touch you, and sometimes
Wait, what?
it's dangerous.
Wait, what?
Pooh,
That want to touch you?
Well,
Time out, 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 time out.
that nobody is supposed to touch
What?
except you.
What?
Bathing
Oh
suit
my
is
god.
your private parts.
What?
Sometimes your parents might
Pri-
touch them if they're dressing
No!
you, or
I'm not hearing this.
or the doctor
Winnie,
has to touch
no!
you when he's examining
Winnie the
you.
Pooh is talking about kids about...
Touching.
No, Winnie the Pooh is talking about kids' private parts?
Oh yes, Piggy.
Winnie the Pooh is talking about molestation.
Gives you a funny
It's
feeling
Winnie the
inside.
Pooh.
It
It's,
feels
oh
wrong
no.
because other people should
Oh,
not touch
no.
your private parts.
but Pooh, what do we...
Why is Winnie the Pooh talking about private parts?
Now, here's
This
the-
is surreal.
if any-
This is way too surreal. This is an official Disney product. And Winnie the Pooh is talking about private parts.
No matter who
What
they
the
are,
fridge?
Absolutely, Piglet.
This is, I'm living in a, this is from a parallel dimension.
Or somebody you see
This thing is from a parallel
in
dimension.
your neighborhood.
Why the fridge is Winnie the Pooh talking about molestation and private parts.
Here to your private parts. Say no.
What?
loud and clear. That's being
What the
smart.
fridge is this?
I'm not very good at saying
What?
no. Could you show me how?
What the No.
Say
Oh my
no.
god.
Stop that.
What the?
Not okay with me.
Why?
No, don't do that. I have the right.
Yeah, and here, okay, you know what? This is the theme song to this whole special. Just say no. Pooh, just no. This is not okay.
Stop that.
Why the fridge is there a thing that we have Winnie the Pooh talking about frickin' private parts? This is wrong, man. Why? Why? Just like,
I'm going right
oh my god.
Mom and Dad. Now,
And also, you know what? I have the...
here's to it.
You know, I really want to know, how does Winnie the Pooh know about touching private parts and about, like, molestation in the 100-Acre Woods? Actually, that really does bring up a good question. Why is everybody lecturing about strangers when in the 100-Acre Woods, literally everybody knows each other? Who the fridge counts as a stranger in the 100-Acre Woods? Other than that one little hand puppet squirrel. Seriously. Like, what the fridge is this?
And
This is, like,
don't
messed
forget, you have
up.
the right to say no.
Always tell your parents or someone you trust when someone tries to touch your private parts. And keep telling. till
Stop
someone
saying
helps you.
private parts!
Now, what
I'm
will you do if
watching
someone says
something
to-
that's related to Winnie the Pooh, to Disney's Winnie the Pooh, one of Disney's most innocent properties. Why the fridge are they talking about private parts? I mean, what the fridge is next? Like, honestly, this is gonna be... Like, what would be the next step? Are we gonna see the Frozen characters talking about the menstrual cycle? I mean, yes, okay, I know that technically Disney has already done a cartoon talking about the menstrual cycle, but they're not using any of their familiar characters. You don't see Minnie and Daisy talking about their menstrual cycle.
Help yourself.
It's kind of the same thing as watching Winnie the Pooh characters talking about private parts.
They're just tricks. Carrie is telling her mom that somebody touched her in a way that felt wrong.
What?
You were right to tell me. I'll see to it that this never happens again.
That mother is way too calm about the situation about her daughter being touched.
Don't let anyone.
Like, any mother that I would know, like, that would be the moment that it would be okay to put on the panic mode and stuff like that.
Okay, Winnie.
But she's just there like, oh, well, that's nice. You told me about it. That's great.
All
Okay,
you have to
thank you,
remember
dear.
is say no. Run away from a scary person.
Oh, let's do it. Come on, Piglet.
Let's do it. Let's do it, but now with everyone's consent.
For strangers, that's me, Winnie.
Well, at least Balloon came back. Like honestly, the only character that is unharmed in this entire thing is just Balloon. Balloon just like kind of left to make sure that it doesn't get involved with any of this talk about private parts and stuff like that.
Small like ruined Piglet.
Alright. It's done. Final freaking Lee. Alright. I think I'm good from here. Alright, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Disney. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, okay, wow. Well, this definitely ruined Winnie the Pooh for me. And I mean, this is a real thing from Disney. You gotta keep in mind throughout this whole thing. This is an official Disney licensed product. And they actually made something where Winnie the Pooh was talking about kids' private parts. This is canon. This is something that would technically count as canon. Why? Just, oh my god. You know, next time, I should probably be too smart for projects like this, because, oh man. Yeah. So, remember kids, I'm just gonna say right now, if someone offers you to go and watch Too Smart for Strangers with Winnie the Pooh, just say no.
to do indeed.
Pooh?
I want to touch you.